I hosted the best. I hosted the second best. Nah, that doesn't still feel right. I hosted the third best Apex tournament in the world with a crazy prize pool of £225. I know, I'm insanely rich. I'm not. It's not a surprise I love Apex. I've been playing since season 1 and have always wanted to host a tournament. So, I did. And it came with a lot of pain. Let me take you through the progress of how I created this tournament and show you some highlights at the end. Before I start, I have to give a big shout out to D Sports Gaming because they allowed me to use the custom codes they had to host the lobby and also keep track of scores. They also run scrims. So, if you're new to Apex and want to scrim against better players as well as play maybe in the professional scene with the other no-name tournaments that also host a better Apex tournament than mine, check out the link in the top of the description. Just try out. It's a lot of fun. And for real, thank you so much, D, for letting me host this. You're a real goat. So first things first, I needed to find a website that would help me do seeding for this. And luckily, there are an insane amount of websites that will help me do this. But I chose Challenger Mode. No, I'm not sponsored by them, and I don't want to be. After I set up the registration, I was not ready for the amount of teams that were going to sign up. I originally had it as 20 teams as first come first serve, but after 2 days and it filled up with 20 teams, I extended it to 40 teams, which ended up making me have to run a mini semi-finals. Everything was running smoothly until I realized that I set it all wrong without adding the money in to the tournament website. So I set it all up again. With 2 days left, tried to get as many teams back in as possible, and we got up to 38 teams. So, no harm, no foul. I have to give another big shout out here to a man named Piku, plays for 2 Girls 1 Gibby in Convergent. He helped so much with all of this and got it sorted out, and we had a decent turn up for the semis. I didn't record anything for the semis because I was at work. If you want to know what the semis turned out like, here it is, it's on screen. Now you might be wondering where this tourney will be hosted. Will there be any casters or streams? Well, my brilliant and observant viewer, there is. This is all streamed at twitch.tv/TimmyNoking. That's right, if you head down to twitch.tv/TimmyNoking, you will find yourself, me, watching scrims, maybe some funny moments, or every now and then listening to music and chatting to people. We might also have free food.
Warning, if you join the stream, you might actually have fun. Please remember, you might not also have free food, patent pending.
All links down in the description. I did have casters for this event, but due to personal reasons, I ended up doing the casting myself. Still, huge shout out to SNod's Nuts and The Real Kenny. Thank you for wanting to cast this tourney. Now, down to the highlights. Game 1 took us to the wonderful World's Edge, and as expected, it was a slow start as everyone was warming up and feeling each other out, trying to figure out what was going on, as at the same time I was also having Omega stream issues. But as it got into the late game, everyone was rotating in, teams just started falling like flies, and then as round 5 ring closed in, all hell broke loose.
They just keep pushing each other. 100 Acre would try and find a spot to play, but it seems like they have nowhere to go. K9 losing one while trying to get in the building. Will they be able to get themselves in? Seems like the bots are stopping the way. They are gonna have to use the Gibby bubble. Will they be pushed in that meantime? No, it seems like 100 Acrewood and the other team have been wiped out by elites. And they have been pushed by another team. K9 just jumping in, making sure they have everything to do. Random also right here. SSTN absolutely pushed to the brink. K9 defeated by SSTN. It seems like SSTN want to try and break in here, but Random have secured the spot with the Newcastle and SSTN think differently. Sailor and Manticore fighting again. Sailor finally take one down, so it's now a 3v1. With the Newcastle res going out, that means that they are just going to get a full reset here. And there it is. Manticore have been eliminated to Sailor. They now keep this entire side of the map. Will Random think about coming over here? RSG just claiming most of the zone on that mountain. Every team has to move, and they will have to move straight towards RSG. 5 teams off. Very small amount. Who will gain the first W of the day? Will it be Raw Synergy Gaming, which looks like they are just being pushed from Godspot here by Random. Seems like they are barreling themselves in. There goes a knock onto Daiji. There goes a knock onto Sweepy. 2v2. 1v1 and Random get taken out. Raw Synergy Gaming absolutely stopping that push onto Godspot. They will keep hold of it, but it's over. Elites are coming straight back at them. One of them still knocked. They have to deal the damage to try and keep this even. They need to keep one down. They need to make sure that they can keep this person down. That is the Newcastle down. So their support legend is nowhere to be seen. They have to finish this fight up fast because Sailor is thinking of pushing themselves. Running up, as you can see. They do get one down. RSG get 2 down. But it looks like SSTN also zipping up here to take the third. They know one's down. Elites get eliminated. Alright, Insane. Here we go. Last fight. It is Sailor versus SSTN. Reds versus Purple. Who will have the final say? They did use Gibio early, so they can't. And here comes Gibio from Sailor. Being blocked off by the Newcastles. Both Newcastles wall. They need to reset so they can deal some damage. They are just sitting here waiting, looking at each other. They've got an extra Newcastle wall, but it seems like they are trying to take angles, get a bit of extra damage in so that they can push. Every team is stagnated right now. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. Trying to hold each other back. They need the early damage. They want the early damage. They want the early knock so they can go straight at it. Gibby Bubble goes out. Pushes. Sailor gets Omega gets one down. The pop under is one. Gibby is one. They get 2 down. They get. It's a 1v. It's a 2v1, and this should be it. That is it. SSTN take the first win of the game. That is the most insane ending I think I've ever seen. What an insane third party. Elites took so long to take it down. The SSTN and Sailor got there just at the same time, picked off all the remaining kills, and just walked away with it. There was just nothing left there.
What an amazing way to start the tourney. An amazing first game. And this is how the scores looked after game 1. Now as teams started to warm up, they couldn't get comfortable as we headed on to game 2, which took us over to Storm Point. We saw a lot more team fights with one specific team after this game reaching match point, the team known as Random. 3 random players who teamed up to play together in this tournament, and they definitely didn't disappoint.
Jerky and Convergence still fighting. Seems like they're taking 1 each down. And Convergence dropped 2. Jerky, I think, are on 1 left. But it doesn't matter. They've been eliminated by Random, who third parties this perfectly and gets a team out. With Team Convergent also going down, with Gibby Gobblers coming to clean up that kill and steal it from them, but almost getting taken down by Random. It seems like they're just playing with so much aggression from game 1 to game 2. The one from Gibby Gobblers, they show no signs of slowing down. One gets knocked, maybe gets slowed down now. No, another one gets knocked. As their Pathfinder chases down that third, makes sure that he will die. But he loses his 1v1. Mojo takes him down, gets the reset on him. That's better. Almost on Purple. They zip up to take the fight against Polyworth, to take the fight against Gibby Gobblers. Random also on this edge, trying to get some more pot shots at him. Gibby Gobblers running away. Random still get the kill, but Polyworth Seems like Aspect is gonna go down from Bohemian. It seems like they are getting focused way more than other teams. Aspect does go down, and here comes Polywell to clean it up. Here their 2 goes down, they see how low they are. They are gonna team shot them together. Take him out. Do they see Spencer? Can they find Spencer? Seems like Spencer got found by Random. And the Random also just decide, yeah, let's just go and push RSG. So RSG get taken out, and it's now 3-3v3s. Polywell in the one spot, using Pathfinder Zip to reposition and get that left side of the mountain going. Seeing if they can get a spot closer to the end of zone. End of zone does end right next to Fish and Friends. Do they know that? Probably not. But they have been here for quite a while, just waiting. As round 6 starts closing in, final round starts closing. Random are gonna start looking to see who they can push, see who they can clean up quickly. Resources get spread. Polywell still on that left side, not looking to push, they're just looking to make sure that they're the last people. They know zone isn't closing on them. They need to play even slower, even smaller as possible. Taking Rack getting a good shot into Kiyomi. Polywell still trying to poke for them, knowing that they're focusing on this left side, knowing where zone is going. Fish and Friends trying to also just be the last team to be shot at. Seems like the Gibby gets cracked. Polywell still playing it really, really safe, waiting. There they go, off they go. They start to push. Seems like they're forcing the fight now. Here comes Random to take their spot, getting a bit closer, making sure that no one else can get out closer to them. They decide to save the Newcastle wall. But at Random just decide, yeah, we don't care if you're gonna save Newcastle wall. We're just gonna push anyway. As they take care of Fish and Friends down to Mali. And there goes Fish and Friends. One goes down. But it doesn't matter with that. Random get 1 knock. 2 knocks. 3 knocks. Random take the game. A 1v3. A 1v3 coming out from Daichi in that end, from Wrist in that end game. Had nowhere else, nothing else to do. He just had to swing and keep shooting, make sure he could kill as many as possible, and Random just take the game away. Polywell absolutely choking. This should have been a free win for them. And that's why they took game 2 with a staggering 30 points, which put them as our first team on match point. Here are your scores. Now, onto game 3 as we take another jump ship all the way to E District. The focus is now on Random as they become ever close to winning the whole tournament and claiming that money. I start having an existential crisis if Random do win this game, because I was expecting more games, but still, we had a game to watch. And with an extremely slow start, some teams decided to try and play slow for the end game, but as soon as things start looking good, our match point team dies. So we already know that we have another game to play.
Attention. Bluefins have been installed.
Target over there. Making contact with enemy. Focus up. Button there. Turn.
Random deciding to take a push onto the Gibby. Just blocks out the shield. Oh my god, Kyoki goes straight down there. Ilgas, that Random now being on one member left. Kayomi, the last one left. Random is out. We have another game on our hands. 100 Acre would take out Random, and Kyoki does go down. Did not see that coming, but just had an insane push there. 6 seconds. They have to run through SSTN and RSG. Playing high ground, low ground here. It seems like RSG should be able to spot out Convergent, but it looks like they're just playing a bit more aggressive. There they go. RSG spot out Convergent. They know that they're there. They let them take the UVAC. And Team Convergent just getting themselves all the way out. SSTN moving into position, taking the building. Chia does go down. Is gonna get back up, and they're gonna get the, and they should hopefully get the reset. Doesn't look like RSG want to push just yet. Zone is still coming, and they are still moving slowly. Bohemian now seeing Team Convergent in front of them, have nowhere to go and have to play on this edge side of zone. SSTN still outside of zone and still being pressured. Now they're moving. K9 not looking at them. Bubble, Newcastle wall goes out. All the cover in the world. They have time to reset. Are they in zone? They're just about in. K9 keeping this top side. I think RSG are playing just under the bridge from them. So you've got quite a few teams on this side, just outside of zone. SSTN spot out RSG. Can they pressure them enough to go up this edge? Again, though, it just almost goes down to K9 peeking over that top side. Will they take their time? Will they drop? Don't think so. They don't want to drop off height. Bohemian's still on that spot. NH1 looking for a spot to play. Still outside on that building. Wish they could take their spot back. It looks like they're edging their way up closer and closer to Team Convergent. Now against this wall, seeing if they can keep the space. Bohemian really doesn't know what to do here. It seems like they've completely slowed down after Convergent has taken Godspot from them. Playing on these two buildings, trying to keep all the space. Wall from Team Convergent goes out, so they have got a bit more space to play around, and the Newcastle wall to play around. SSTN still on this low ground. It seems like Elites are spreading out to try and angle them out, give themselves the easiest chance to take out SSTN. All they have left is Newcastle wall, and it looks like RSG are taking them down. RSG does go down. They are going to try and rest, but it doesn't look like it. They are just going to take Gibby is just going to take that zip line. And Chia has gone down, and I am happy to announce that Elites YSQD has taken the bounty for today's game, as Chia was our bounty for today. Bohemian actually forcing their way in and playing right next to Convergent are being pressured though by NH1, who's playing on the open side. Will Convergent stay still, or will they force a fight? It seems like Bohemian are just gonna play safe here. K9 being brought down to a solo, even after being on that bridge for so long. RSG 2 going down, but somehow still getting all three back up. It seems like they're being sent now by the solo of K9, but that's it. K9 was taken out, Elites are taking out by Manticore. Gibby all coming down on Bohemian, but it doesn't matter. Gibby bubbles out. They're gonna try and get some space and force some damage onto NH1, but it looks like the moment the bubble went out, Convergent has already started jumping out. Pathfinder almost gets cracked. One does go down, Luna goes down, and Bohemian is just out. NH1 looking for the extra kills, can't get the shield swap. RSG come and clean up. Convergent taken down to 1. Who are absolutely running Sheila. K-Tech, the only one left in Convergent, takes down 1, but gets out in case, and here comes the Newcastle res. They have got the Watson gen, so that is healing their shields all the way up. We've got 2 solos in the game, we're standing right next to each other. My map will not work. As every team is now in front. There you go. SSTN has been taken down. They do get 4th place. Here we go. RSG knows that there's a solo just around them, but they know that the Jenxi has got a Sheila, has got a Rampart up. here comes Sheila coming out. They are going to try and take this 3v3. It seems like QTech is just going to wait till 1 or 2 go down and then try and find some early pick. Newcastle Wolf finally goes out, but he's just going to eat it. They're going to go for the tunnel and they're going to get taken out for it. Team Virgin is down, but they have dropped one of each other. Taking a bit of zone damage there. The Maggie gets caught one, goes down. It is now a 2v1. Manticore trying to get their teammate back up by the Newcastle, but it doesn't matter. RSG have taken that game. We have got another game on hand.
What an outstanding game from RSG. With that win, it puts them really close to that match point threshold, but unfortunately not there just yet. So let's see what happens in the next game. Here are your scores. A sense of familiarity as we stay on E District for one more round for Game 4. We had a surprise team swap here as Flyzon from Golem, a team that actually dominated the Challengers group stage, join. Will that change the outlook of the tournament? I don't know. Let's find out. With the urgency of Random being on match point, teams decide to be a bit more aggressive to get some extra points and get those points to push them ever closer to that 50-point threshold. With all the fights at the start of the game, Random continued to dominate, but with one of those last fights, they do go down again as we have one more game to go. So, we all need to see who wins this game and if any teams are on match point.
Man's almost right on top of him. Takes a bit of damage, but Random taking a lot of damage here. One going down. 2 going down. Random on 1v2 now. Well, a 1v1. And there it goes, Random taking down SSTN. Almost an insane takedown for the match point team for the in the first fight of the game. And all we moved to 100 Acre, now poking off at McQuintus. As they get a cracker and a knock on one, Pathfinder puts the 1, so he has to slow it a bit down. They're now trying to take Roof as they see here. Gibby gets pushed back a bit. Newcastle almost goes down, does go down. It is a 2v3. A 2v1, a 2v2. Now back up to 3. They still haven't raised their 3rd yet. Newcastle drops. Probably trying to get the res now. Looking at it. Doesn't matter. They get knocked. Here it goes. The whole team is going to swing this. Try and get them all out. And there it goes. McQuintus does go down to 100 Acre. And NH1 decided to leave that and didn't even bother fighting and just go straight for the Evo. Bohemian as well. Taking a fight. Looking to take a fight on Ilgas. Bohemian now running the rampart, using it to take down all the cat walls and doors that are around. Kirky almost running straight into Random. Will they be able to group up together before they knock one?
Target spotted.
He gets spotted out. Pathfinder gets spotted out. Gets a trade damage on them. Ilgas does go down. The Bohemian after the fast push. They are getting pushed really fast here by Kyoki. Will they be able to take down the match point team? But it doesn't look like it because the Maggie goes, takes down the Gibby and also the Pathfinder. It looks like Kyoki is now down to 1 player. And there it goes, Kyoki down to Random. Random now on their way to purple shields. Just exploring their options, making it sure. And Gibby Goblins are now just fighting straight against Manticore, and it looks like that's it. Evo. 2 of them are already on purple. One of them is already very, very close. I'm guessing they got the care package. Random looking for another fight onto Gibby Gobblers. I think they did crack one. But here we go. Knock on the Gibby already. And Maggie does go down, but here we go. Purples versus reds. Purples. Kiss just chokes and does go down to the Maggie. Maggie does end up going down to the zone, but Random has been taken out and we are having another game. Sailor Roo already crafting back up. They know they need him back. Poverty also looking to get a building, just get a spot to play. Will they think about getting the Evo? No, they hear Sailor Roo next to them rezzing. Are they going to try and kill him? It seems like they are, but Team Convergent just decide to push even harder and take out Sailor Roo's teammate. So he's now down to being a rat as he takes the top height of... Oh, misses the zipline of taking top height to top ultimate height of heights. Say that 3 times fast. RSG did the right thing of backing away here, now having a really good position to play. Again, one of their teammates on red. With Fish and Friends on the way to try and see if there's anything left in that. Realize there's no point. Gets taken down by Sweepy as quick as possible. But of all people to go down, that's the Newcastle. So RSG are going to be moving fast, but it looks like Team Convergent are already on the back of this. Already waiting for the team. They see RSG in the distance and they decide, alright, maybe we should play it slow. Q-Tac almost goes down. Almost going down to the Maggie Q. Does keep a little bit of health, is enough to back away and his tactical to come back, so they are just going to think twice of this. RSG still not deciding to push. Fish and Friends probably having the time to reset between all that. They didn't even res. Sorry, a little disturbance in the action, but don't worry, we are still going. Sailor Roo still being held out here by Bohemian. I feel like they are going to go down. There goes LeChao and Flyzon, the only one left on blue shields. Seems to be getting pushed. Gets absolutely destroyed by Luna's Mastiff, and that is it. Sailor Roo goes down. Bohemian. RSG with this position does put them in match point, so after this game, if they can win one more, they can get that win. They just need to make sure that they don't crumble under the pressure. Seawater still trying to, Team Convergent still playing aggressive, realizing they need to try and catch up, need to get themselves in the point, chasing all the teams down. Here's the wall and sees the Gibby. Are they going to keep pushing it? Fish and Friends now down to a 2. Claiming all the doors here is a catalyst. Do Convergent have the nades to do this? Seems like they are having a look, seeing if they can get any angles, realizing they're playing on the floor above. Here's the Newcastle Q out. Notices that they're playing on the stairs. Fish and Friends still looking. Catalyst almost getting cracked, gets cracked and gets stuck. Part Agent takes down Marley, and there goes Rack C, and Fish and Friends just go down, but Polywell here for the dead body. Immediately trying to clean this up, even though none of Team Convergent goes down, they do take down Q-Tac. No one else has been taken down yet. Polywell still on high health. See the team, see them get rezzed. Do they keep trying to push or do they leave this alone? You're gonna choose when that Gibby Bob goes out, but the Newcastle is also out now. Shield takes out Arcstar damage. Nymphik looking for extra damage. Mewtwo gets another 30 pump onto the Gibby. Does push them back into that corner, so they do know that they have to be playing on one side. It seems like they are going to start moving, but it looks like RSG is going to start looking at them. Bubble is back up, so They're going to try and take Ultima high ground, but realize there's a team right above them. Are they going to take this fight? RSG decide, no, let's back off. Leave this alone. They're playing for the win here. If anything, they don't even need the win now. They just need the next game.
Let's go this way.
Let's rush over there.
Target right.
Got a buster.
RSG holding a very nice spot in zone. They're trying to hold out Poliwell. Poliwell looks like they want to play they want to play quite aggressive and force them into spots that they're not comfortable with. Gets an angle on the Maggie, knocks down Insane. Newcastle Res coming out straight away. Are they going to be able to get him back up to full HP? Seems like they're just fully swinging this. Day goes down. Maggie goes back down. They're all running outside. Do they get picked off? No, they don't. RSG still playing as a 2 in a little trick. Kota has just run away. Convergent are now looking for a new fight onto Bohemia above them. Looks like Team Convergent just decided, yeah, it's time for us to move, and there they go, knocking Spencer and taking out Luna. Absolutely just closing this game out. Seems like Poverty though are in Godspot here. See that RSG do get their third back up, but Poliwell also getting angles on them, seeing if they can get any shots on them to try and kill them. But they do have the Pathfinders zip up, so their res player can go straight onto that unless they get beamed out the sky and on the zip. It looks like they don't have enough damage output to do it, so they will have all 3 back up. RSG back up to a 3. Poverty still holding top, knowing where every team is in front of them. Playing on very little ammo here between each of them.
Enemy out there.
Virgin looking for a spot to play, seeing if they can sneak up on anything. They hear a team underneath and they hear a team above. They know they need to get into zone somehow, but do they have somewhere to play? Poverty playing rats in the corner. Will they spot it out? They will spot it out, but it doesn't matter. One of them goes down almost instantly. Seawall trying to keep it going, but it doesn't matter. 2 of them knocked. Q-Tac left on his own again. And what a brilliant rap there from RSG. Playing as small as humanly possible, making sure no one knows that they're there. Poverty still playing on the outside of them as well. Sees the respawn going down. Can they interrupt that? They can interrupt that, and Q-Tac might go down here. And there it goes. Inconvergent has gone down. Poverty still having the high ground here, watching every team fight. Hasn't gotten any picks though, unfortunately, because all of these fights are happening on the low ground. Poliwell goes down to RSG.
Get over there.
Seems like here, Poliwell's getting their third back up, getting this back up to a 3. Probably recognize this and see if they can peek. But it seems like they haven't seen anything, and they've already scooted over to the right, to the left side. And he drops down and dies for free. RSG trying to clean up that mistake, gets spotted out by Misericord. Almost takes down the Maggie, but doesn't have enough shots in the tank to get it. Piku just looking over, waiting to see what time he can use that Gibio. He's got that Gibio in the back pocket, so he can push people wherever he wants to. Misericord still looking for some kills here and there. Does get the teammates banner and have a respawn. Do they have a respawn beacon to use? My Wi-Fi just crashed. My Wi-Fi has just crashed on my PC. Don't you worry, I am back in though. We are back into the fight. When Convergent does go down, the solo has been eliminated. You do know that. Every team in front of us has a full, one is a duo, one is a 3. Seems like they're splitting off the wall now. Misericord trying to spread off. Does a lot of damage, and if Piku drops the Gibio, but it's not gonna last long enough. As here comes RSG to win third game. 3v1 doesn't matter. RSG take third game. And with that, they have put themselves far on first place, but they are also on match point. That is the most important thing. And with RSG winning that game, it put them into that 50-point threshold of winning this whole team. But close behind is Team Convergent and SSTN. Very close, but just not enough, as they have 42 points. Here are your scores after Game 4. Back onto once greener pastures as we return back into World's Edge for Game 5. With our teams knowing that it might be the end of the tournament at any time, with Random and RSG being on match point. So, how will this play out? With all the hype in this game, Random had all eyes on them, and they did not stop. They pushed almost everyone they saw. They take him down, but they're getting sent by Gibby Gobblers here. They can't get the reset fast enough. And it seems like Random, our team in match point, might be taken down again. Yes! There it is, down to 1. They have no other option but to run. Even after getting taken down to a solo, they were still up and fighting as he gets his teammates back up to a 3-man. There were still 15 teams left, and fighting seemed to slow down, and it was looking to end at Monument, which could also be seen as a monumental ending for this tournament. And the ending was amazing, so I'm just gonna let this play out. TFM trying to push Poverty here on the bottom, on the second floor. Missing a nade. That Pathfinder might take a lot of damage here. Doesn't take the damage that he expected. It hits the Newcastle wall and gets tased and just knocked instantly. And it's just all down to Nova. And Nova just decides, yeah, I'm getting out of there. My life's more important than that. TFM, Fish and Friends decide to push from the back, and they take out Poverty Gaming. Fish and Friends notice the new team come and go back to their top floor. They're going to make sure they hold this as much as possible. They use the Gibby bubble to get even closer, so K9's now playing under them. And all they need to do is just make sure K9 don't move any further than that. Bohemian do get, Polywell do get back up to a 3. Random now taking a really good spot here. Taking out another team just without vision. As Polywell and Bohemian get into a massive scrap underneath. Will Random come and try and third this? No, they won't. It looks like Bohemian is just going to clean up and pick up Polywell. Random now looking at RSG after being taken down to a solo. It seems like they are stuck here, and one of the match point teams is out, so it's just Random left. Random is our only match point team with 6 teams left. Will they be able to do it? as everyone gets into a huge scrap just inside this one building. Fish and friends, just almost taking out one. Fish with no eyes, just taking that one K9, still alive in this building. Team Convergent take the kill and immediately get back out. Convergent being forced out here. They should be on match point after this game if they win it. Fish and friends. Convergent being forced out as well. Still getting kills. TFM2 now out. Random taking a lot of space in this open area here. IG almost taking some shots from Seawater, but he didn't hit every single one of them. So now they're just looking and seeing where they're playing. They need to make sure that they're the last team to fight. They need to make sure that they're alive for the majority of this. Looks like Behemoth taking the bomb side of this with all the rampart walls they need.
Contact with target.
Trying to push K9 here. But Space Convergent also pushing at K9 right now. Everyone getting forced outside. Random had the perfect spot to watch everyone. As they take all the space in the world, just hoping and waiting that they can get everyone as they get forced outside here. Newcastle Shield gets used by Convergent. They're now trying to push out. Random are our team to watch here. They are the only team on match point in alive right now. Aspect all run outside. All of Behemoth run outside. Luna trying to push. They back off instantly after seeing the rampart walls go up. But they will still be forced out into Convergence line of sight unless they swing around and kill Random here. Convergence still holding that one spot. Skyneed coming in. Zipline coming across as well from the building. Just gonna try and stall this out. Behemoth being pressured. IG finally uses wall. Jay swings over, dies instantly. Now it's a 2v2. Convergent now being sent. They're playing for second. Convergent being sent now by Random. Here comes the Gibeon, and here comes the fights. And that will be game. Convergent now down to a solo. And that is game, and Random take the win and win the tournament. After 5 games, Random finally carry it out. Don't choke and hold on till the end as they take first place. And with that ending, our tournament winners are Random. And with that over, here are the final scores for today's tournament. Yeah, to finish this off, like, this was a lot of stress to, like, set up, but it was also fun to watch and cast. And again, I gotta give a massive thank you to D Sports for letting me host this, and I most definitely would host another one in future. So if you click that Discord link in the description, you can also scrim and also be on the lookout for an announcement when there's another one up. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. So nothing else, so on the outro.